Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. Alright, last time out we found this guy's problems with his heavy car and chip-tuned it for an extra 25% power. So he's a happy customer. Let's see who's next to the door. So, invoice 50. Find the excitement. My car consumes much more fuel than it should. Is something broken? Try chip tuning to keep fuel consumption to a minimum. But that's still just power up, right? It's not... yeah, okay. Alright, well that's slightly less exciting than I was hoping for invoice 50. But there you go. So what was the problem again? Too much fuel. Consumes more fuel than it should. Is something broken? I'm going to go with yes. And if you want to know what it is, I'll inform you when I found out. I think it might be something to do with the air filter. Because, you know, 9 times out of 10 when I remove the air filter, I also remove other things. No, that's actually not true. I think 10 times out of 10 when I remove the air filter. But it was meant to be a joke, and it wasn't very funny, so let's just leave it there. Ooh, your air filter looks a bit mucky. Yeah, 7%. See, it's the air filters. Where's the air filter? Now I know from experience that air filters aren't something the Vice likes. It just tells me to go away. Okay, air filter, pop you in. Go into assemble mode and pop you in then. This is much easier. Put your cover back on. So, I wonder if anything else might be broken. Well, that was it. I should check the electrics, I guess. Are we going to be like that? Are we going to be a bit pissy about going back in? You can bolt through... you can bolt things in through anything, but occasionally it gets a little bit prissy about it, going, I don't want to go in. You have to move the camera. Whatevs. Now, it is a tricky thing to make an interface for, but I still don't feel they've done very well. Condition unknown. Looks alright to me. 95%. Alright. Do any of the others look brown? No. And how's this? Ignition. Doohickey. Module. Oh, that's nice. Vague terminology. 95%, also absolutely fine. Bolty. Right, so let's check around. Let's check this filter whilst we're here. And in the right mode. God damn it. In the old days, it always used to be radiators that went wrong. I've not had a single radiator go wrong. Obviously build them much better than they used to. Or maybe they come with eggs inside, so if anything does go wrong, the egg breaks and fixes it. That's right, watch Mythbusters. Okay, that looks fucked. What is that? Is that the water pump? I think it's the water pump. But first, I shall need to remove... well, first I have to go into the right mode. Whoa! Okay, there's a bit of a zooming issue. There we go. Serpentine belt is fine. Oops, can't double click. Well, you can, but see, hard to do accurately. Belt sensor is fine. Serpentine belt, timing belt, sorry, is fine. So water pump, this looks less than fine. Yes, 10%. That comes under the classification of less than fine. Alright, and the starter motor looks shiny. I'll do. Okay, so to the computer. And we want a pump for water. Water pump. Right at the bottom. Okay, one pump O water. So did that O? Pump O water, O being water? No. It is definitely too early. The humour police are out. Okay, it's a water pump emplacement. That's not a word. Multi. And then the serpentine belt. That's the timing belt. I think it is a serpentine belt because it wheels about more, whereas this one just sort of like a triangle doesn't feel serpentiny. Yes, kids, that's a new word. All right. So I think I've looked at all that crap. Let's check the dipstick. He's away today. Ha 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 ha! That looks fine. Don't like look at your oil, but. So, what do they think about that? Do they think I've done that? Find the solution? No. Okay. Oh yes, I haven't checked the fuel filter, which is the other obvious place to look. There's a button. There's a button on a wheels. Wheelie button. Bash! So, the exhaust could be an issue. It looks pretty fine. Fuel filter though, and pump both look a little bit less than shiny. So filter, knackered, pump, also knackered. So I believe the vice can help with a bit of this, probably not the filter. Yeah. Oh. Well, I guess we'll fix it anyway. Wow, fancy that. I didn't check the device. Huh. Boring in its regularity. Well, I say the one time. I've probably forgotten to do it several times. But I paid for it then. Paid for it. Whatever. Right, okay. So, fuel filter. Oops, what's this? Oh, I've walked into a pillar. And then was confused. Alright. Alright, assemble mode. Find the hotspot. And then bolt in the hotspot. Oh. There we go. And fuel filter. Don't have to screw that in. No parts to assemble. Oh, still got parts to assemble. Interesting. But do they think I've fixed the problem now? Yes, they do. Okay, we've still got parts to assemble. So let's bring it back down. Bring it back down to you. And see if there's probably like an engine cover or. Oh no, look, some wires I didn't put back on. And an engine cover. Bloody engine cover, scramble matter. So no parts to assemble. Let's take it into the dyno for a 10% increase in stuff. Yes, so absolutely instantaneous coming in here, but it's going to take about a minute to load back out. Also, I left my invoice in the other room. Don't think that's a good thing. Okay. Now I have to say, the first time I did this, it was interesting because it was most of the time when you're bringing a car into one of these extra rooms, there's very little that actually happens. You just sort of like move it around or drive it around a course or something, and it's, to be perfectly blank, not that exciting. Whereas this is just plain annoying. It just goes up and down each time. I mean, there's no. I'll say there's no pattern to it. There probably is a pattern to it, but Christ, I can't see it. So again, this might just get sped up because if I'm not even enjoying it and I'm doing it, it can't be any fun to watch. So I wonder if you're supposed to get them into a position where they're almost level and then you change one of them, because they both change when you... Oh, there we go. Because the other two both change when you change one of them. I wonder if you're supposed to get them into a particular position so that when you go up one and these two go down one, that they all end up level. Again, with the early, I don't think my brain has woken up enough to work that out. Still, we clicked randomly and we got there. I like. Oh, up to 6,000 revs. Plus 20%. I have exceeded expectations. Exceeded expectations. It's nice to say. It's not something that happens that frequently. If I talk all the way through this load screen, you'll see how long it is if I don't cut it all out. Considering how quick it was to load up the dyno place. Ugh. Blank screen, blank screen. Oh, here we go. I think we're loading back in. Oh yeah. Right, so that job is did. Thank you very much. Off you trot. Next to the door, plus. And next to the door is a yellow Vulcan Spectre. I was showing off to my friends last night. Oh man, I burned some rubber. Check if I've broken everything. Everything. There's another party tomorrow and my ride is going to rock. Well, you hope. So, fix all broken parts. So, presume it's all rubber and suspension related, is it? Just dive straight into a wheel. Chink, chink, chink. Do your brakes still work? Your brakes look a little bit. Well, if you're showing off, you're going to be burning rubber and wasting away your brakes. Yeah, those brake pads are useless. Brake disc looks alright though. Yeah. So, anything else look iffy? Not really. It all seems fine. Just go with my eye. Yeah, it's fine. What about that? Doesn't look quite as fine. Can't assemble this? Am I in the wrong mode? I am in the wrong mode. Yes, I'd like to take it off, please. Oh, I see. It's flashing this at me. A sway bar link thingy. And now I can remove this, perhaps. There we go. It's probably just brown metal and it's absolutely fine. 85%. Well, I've checked it anyway. Checked it out. Checked it out. Check it out, man. Check it out. Right, there we go. Pop them back in. Bolty, 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 badger. Oh, don't forget your sway bar, end link, left link, bar sway. At least I'm not calling it an outer tie rod anymore. Okay, next wheel. Got to try really hard. I swear it used to work out that if I was in disassemble mode and I was trying, if I was in assemble mode and I was trying to click on the wheel, I'd want it to be moved into the other mode. But maybe that was just freakish coincidence. I mean, theoretically, I have recorded all this. I could go back and look. I'll just take off the fucking brake pad. Thank you. Right. So that all looks fine. So let's have a quick butchers under the hood. Check your oil. That's all lovely jubbly. So I've got to heat your spark plugs. They seem fine. Whoops. Smacking myself in the face. Saves you all having to try. And then let's have a look at rear brake pads, etc. No, I really don't want to be in assemble mode. Oh, but it's put me in. Pardon me, disassemble mode maybe. I don't know. Well, if he's been juicing his car and the only thing that's wrong with it is... Oh. Yeah, that brake pad's fine. Well, lots of handbrakes. That's where the handbrake doesn't necessarily use brake pads. Oh, I don't know. See me know. Oh, now his axle does look shafted. That's interesting. Okay, have a quick look at the brakes on this side. Brake pads. They look a lot better actually than the front ones as well. 95%. Okay, so put you back on energy caliper. I won't put the wheel back on yet because it might need to stay off for the axle. I can't remember. There's this big bolt in the middle that I might need to access. So I'll just put the calipers back on for the brakes. And in fact, whilst I remember, let's buy some more brake pads for the front wheels. Brake pads. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's put those on. Brake pads. Right, and you. And the caliper. Awesome. And I don't really. I could have put the wheels back on the front, but I'll leave them off for now. For some reason that I can't quite articulate, or even really think of, which is probably why I can't articulate it. Far be it from me to suggest that I always spout nonsense and that articulating it isn't really a primary concern. That's something for my friends to claim. Okay, up in the air. Let's take off those rear axles, because they don't look very happy. Dearie me. Oh, still can't take them off. Pourquoi pas? Do I need to do it whilst they're down? I'm... oh, well, yeah. Confused, I guess is the word I'm looking for, but... I didn't think I could take these off at the moment. There we go. Probably in the wrong mode, or it's because I had a wheel on still or something, but still, anyway, there we go. One off, and that is 27%. I don't know, I'd kind of expect the gearbox to be knackered if he was dicking about, but maybe that's just the way I dick about in a car. Not that I do, of course. I drive very sensibly all the time, and there is never any dicking about. Honest, yes, Gov, I promise. Alright. The diff looks fine, and these fuel bits look fine. Right. Yes, I remember. I need some advice. There's nothing to be done for these pieces. To the computer. But first, we will check exactly what it is we're buying, and get rid of bits that we don't need. I guess that was from a previous... Wow, I don't remember having rubber bushings. Have they been there the whole time? I thought I'd sold all the rubbish out of my inventory. Core, strike a light, governor, etc. That's lots of rubbish. Okay, so it's drive axles, left and right. Mr. Left and Right Axle. D for drive axle. Drive axle, left and right. One of them. One of them. Yes, thank you very much. Very much. Okay, so assemble mode, and then drive axle in. Bolty, 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 and stick the wheel back on now. Yeah, they're all in pretty good nick. Let's stick the good ones on the back. So they're on all the power going through them. Yeah, there it is. Oops, and once more, and then, and bolty, bolty, bolty. Alright. Oops. Let's just have a quick check. Is he ticking this? Yeah, okay. And put the slightly more worn wheels on the front. If it was a front-wheel drive, we'd do it the other way around. Especially as the steering and the driver on the front-wheel drive, so extra wearing on the tyres and wheel. Mainly the tyres, obviously. Alright, so I think it's ready to go. Back to the fun people who like to play with their vehicles. Oh, thank you very much for watching. Yes, no pithy remarks. Bye-bye. Addendum. It's something I should check, of course, is that the car is complete before I finish. Car is incomplete. If I had to give you a guess as to which part was off, I would have mainly correct answers, because we all know which bit I've forgotten. You can see it now. It's the goddamn engine cover. So, there it is. No more parts to assemble, I'd imagine, because it can only be that. Yes, thank you. And once more, thank you for watching. Still no pithy remarks, so more of the buys, but at least they're good. Goodbye.